And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Robert Kelly.
You know what he's saying right there, Bobby, is you can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes. Isn't that a weird lyric? How did that possibly happen, what just happened? Oh, your microphone's out. God has spoken.
He smells like cocoa butter.
Hell yeah.
Black Lou smells like cocoa butter.
Pina coladas.
There you go. What's his name from the Roots? The drummer from the Roots?
Questlove.
Questlove smells like French toast. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because he's always just eating French toast?
No, it's the oil he wears.
French toast.
I don't know, but dude.
He goes, this is Cinnabon by Calvin Klein.
There's a cinnamon by the black dude on my corner. He smells delicious. Every time I've been near him, and I've actually mentioned it to him, which I shouldn't have.
That's probably strange.
I was like, dude, you smell like French toast. He's like, what? I shouldn't have.
I was like, your mama smell like French toast.
Last
and then
night,
drummed on your head.
Last night was, I'm going to tell you something right now. I got a little nervous. I was 100% nervous. And Kim did not make it any better when she said wall of death.
Yes.
She started to scare me.
She started getting really worked up with wall of death.
What a great fan base.
It's a good show.
I mean, what a great show, but the whole pit that happened, and it happened to me, you could tell who was going in that pit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was a guy dressed like a chef.
There was a chef. There was multiple people wearing
Graduate.
one piece.
There was a graduate.
There was a ghoul graduate.
There was a ghoul graduate.
Graduating class of 1990 ghoul.
Yeah.
He was wearing a graduation gown and just put like last second, let me put some black makeup some places on my face. All right, I'm going to go. Just looked like a pleasant enough kid. He just was dressed like an idiot for some reason.
Yeah, he looked like he worked at GameStop and got out early. And the guy behind us looked like he would kill, he was in Mad Max 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Just ripped his shirt off, crazy shredded. And had tattoos everywhere, weird haircut.
The black dude?
Black dude, yeah.
He wasn't shredded, Bobby. Is that what you think shredded looks like?
To you and me, it is.
It was more shredded than we are, but that guy had a pretty basic bod. But he
Well,
was just tall.
I mean, that is a weird thing to really come in on because he was shredded.
Not shredded.
What do you
Christine, was that guy shredded? The tall black guy with his shirt off? He wasn't shredded at all.
The guy who took his shirt off?
Absolutely. We all sat there and watched him take his shirt off.
The taller.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the video because I think I have him on video.
Go through the video. The guy's not shredded. He was definitely
I
like...
was talking about your daughter's boyfriend. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
Wrong
mother
guy.
fucker.
I fucked up.
We didn't see his body fully.
Well, he did show. When you went and got water, he did take his shirt off.
Oh, no. And they put it back on before I came back? He goes, that motherfucker coming back. Let me put my shit away.
Highlight of the night. Look, I was scared of all this other stuff. I was more scared.
Well, what do you want to talk about first? The concert or the build-up to the concert?
We need to talk about the build-up to the concert.
Yeah, we can go right from there. We left work yesterday. Now, Kim and her lovely boyfriend, Chuck.
God bless USA.
God bless the USA.
Yep, right-wing Bobby is in love.
With Chuck.
I mean, Chuck is a man's man.
You can't not like Chuck.
You can't like Chuck. His voice is deep. He was in the military.
Nice. Just super nice. And
confident.
Yeah, in a world of comedians, comes and hangs, not like he's not like left out of the mix.
He said, I don't want to go up. Why? I don't want to be one of those guys. He sat downstairs.
Yeah, he goes, I don't want him to think that I'm trying to get on the air, so I'll just go hang downstairs. I'll go to a bar and just kick it. That's what he did.
Went to a bar and kicked it. Probably had like some weird drink, talked to some other vet.
Oh, threw down his coin?
Yeah, threw down his coin. What do they call those?
I don't know. The coin they give you when you do a comedy show for them?
What are they called?
Comedy coins?
No, not comedy coins. They would start with a C.
Commander coins?
Not commander coins. You're right there, though.
Cunt coin.
No,
challenge coins.
Challenge coins.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of those.
I cheated. I looked up and Christine had it up.
That sucks. I really thought you got it.
I had the answer. I'd have been lying if I didn't tell you the answer then. What is this?
This is what Questlove wears.
Buddy, it's
baby buttercream?
Yep, Miss Jessie's buttercream.
I want to wear it.
Oh, it's funny. Miss Jessie makes the product that Howard Stern used in his hair forever. Remember you always say that? Yeah. Miss Jessie's like something curl?
Oh, it's his hair that smells like
it might
French
be his
toast.
hair.
God damn it.
It's probably his hair cream.
I want to be around him.
Yeah.
Again, talking about your daughter's boyfriend.
You motherfucker.
Listen, the thing is,
So we left here.
we left
7
here.
o'clock. We dilly-dallied outside.
Yeah, God bless.
We walked over to meet
Kim and her
Max.
boyfriend. And
Yeah.
the girls came too.
Max and Chuck, the sisters, Nicole and
came.
Maggie
So
walked
sweet.
over. We all just took the walk. We all went to go get Max.
We got Max. Dawn dropped Max off, picked him up. He was a little. Something happened between them. I found out later, by the way.
Oh, okay.
They had a day.
You guys had a couple of pull-off conversations where you'd be like, hey, where's Bobby? And like having a serious conversation with Max for a second.
He came in hot. He
Yeah.
was in the car with her. She's been hot. She's been doing everything.
Sure.
She's been doing it all.
Stressful.
She's got a whole notebook full of shit.
Moving is stressful as balls.
Buddy, it's the worst thing I've been through in years. It's the
Yeah.
it's the worst. It's the literally, and it's so. I told her today. I go, she's like, "Wait, I gotta go. I don't know how to be funny. Like I gotta go and be funny and do a show tonight and do 2 bonfires, and my brain is fucked with windows and doors and toilets and Verizon and neighbors and fences and
Multiple nozzle
school,
showers.
all this 5 head. I mean, it is all beautiful problems.
Yeah,
when
beautiful
you break it
problems.
down, I'm gonna have a 6.5 foot shower
6.5 foot
with-
shower with a fuck stool,
with a bench. Yeah,
a jack stool.
all great stuff. Put it out there. It's awesome. So, anyways, they got into some shit yesterday. So he came in with a kind of tude, and he was exhausted. She had him out all day doing, fucking toilet shit.
Yeah. Welcome to the party, kid. You're a kid. It's part of being a kid.
Yep.
You got to do it. You got to get that to that child. We were walking, 11 years old, a bunch of us old fogies. Your 11-year-old son, we were leaving yesterday. I was like, do we have to walk?
Yeah.
Come on, Max. You're the one who should be making us walk.
Well, he was he was a little tired. I get it. Whatever.
Sure.
And he was a little mentally. So I had to pull him aside a couple of times and be like, "Listen to me. We can leave right the fuck now. I have no problem walking away from this. You gotta pull it together." Mm-hmm. And we did it once, and then I don't know, something happened again, and I pulled him away
I
again.
didn't see anybody. I just saw you guys having talk. He seemed fine.
I just knew that he was off.
Gotcha.
He was going off a little bit, and we're about to go have a good time. Mm-hmm. And you need to whatever the fuck happened with you and Mom, you need to shake it off and be with us right now, and know that if you're gonna fuck off, if you're gonna be stupid about this, we're gonna have to take off.
You act like this when you're going to see Taylor Swift, not Slipknot.
Yeah, you act like this when you're with your mom, not Dad.
Yeah,
More
when he
like
left when he left Slipknot, was he like, parents don't even matter, dude?
Well, here's the thing. I told Christine he walked away from me, and just went up with you.
Oh yeah.
Didn't look back.
I was showing him to the city. I was showing him all the butts that his dad thinks are too big. I go, Max, your father thinks that girl's butt, right? That's great, right? Too big. And then I caught him one time. There was a girl walking. I mean, no bra, honkers bouncing. And I just watched him look, and I was like, "You looked too?" And he just went. The little boy looked down. I go. We walked by Penn Station. I was like, "This is where the drebs of society funnel into this shitty city. You can watch all these freaks and weirdos and pieces of garbage, and then eventually DJ Lou coming through here.
Port Authority.
Port Authority, yeah. Port Authority is
The
what it
bus
was.
station.
Yeah, the bus depot
It
where
did-
trash goes.
Not Amtrak.
No, not you though.
It's dregs, not dreads of society.
Dregs?
Yeah.
I said drebs, and that's wrong.
Yes, sir.
Dregs. Look at that. You learned something.
Those are my people.
The dregs?
Drags. Well, he once we had the little chat, he took off with you, and he didn't even turn around to like look where I was. Like I was expecting a little turnaround, like you there, Dad. Just left with Jay. Just walked. You and Christine took off. Didn't give a shit.
No, he was cute though when we lost you like inside the stadium, and just he tapped me and goes, "I don't know where my dad is." And I was like, "Come on." I go, "Let's go." I go, "I think he's back here. Let's go wait for him." We waited till we saw you.
Thank you so much. That makes me, because it really
I
hurt
don't
me
know where
last
my
night.
dad is.
I felt like last night was when he left me. Like he's done with me.
Well, cool Uncle Jay is a very fun guy for little Max.
I tell you what, he really is, and I love that he hangs out with Jay because I can't do what you do, and I can't, and I want to, but
know.
I can't.
Not yet.
I can't.
I don't even remember what you said at one point. We went, Jay!
Yeah, he did something. There was something you were a little crowd. I was like, dude, you gotta. No, we were in front.
Well, man, I always point out, like, when I see the girls walking with their asses out or something, I always get back to go, "Here you go, kiddo." I go, "This is what I wish my uncle do for me when I was younger." Like, check
You were
that out.
talking. You were like, see that window up there? back.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, Jay.
Oh yeah, I go, Max, you want something crazy? This place used to be a comedy club. Now, if you went outside after your set and smoked cigarettes right by that deli right there, that last window was the last stall of the women's bathroom, and you could just watch women pee all night long.
Yeah, but
and then a fat black lady caught us and came out and yelled at us, and then we didn't do it again.
He doesn't even know why you would want to watch a girl pee.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
Smoke cigarettes.
No, we couldn't
watching women pee, and then the worst part, fat black woman caught us.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm gonna have. That's gonna come back and haunt me.
And I was like, lady, we weren't excited about watching you. You're just the one who went and happened on that stall. But that was
that was the only Jay that we had. Jay.
This wasn't about watching them pee. You didn't see them pee. The toilet was below the window thing. It was a weird number of them would almost disrobe before sitting down. It was like crazy. Like a real they know there's an open window next to them, and they would like tit check and turn around and look at their ass and something a couple times and then pull their panty. It was like we would sit there just taking a show, dinner and a show. It was so great. And I was just trying to share that with young Max. We're in a society now where you probably can't do that.
Keyword young Max, 11.
maybe wait like 4 years.
Yeah, the vibrators, the big asses and the vibrators, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
In the window, that's fine. But the fat black pissing chick,
catching us.
That was.
I think that's how the conversation ended with Max. I was like, and she came out all pissed off us and was like, nobody was excited to watch you pee, old lady. Anyway, make it right here.
He's gonna go, Mommy, do you know Jay likes watching girls pee?
It's not what happened.
He likes fat
That's
black
not what was
women
happening
peeing.
at all.
Yeah,
I
but
like seeing naked women.
He's gonna have.
I don't care that they're peeing, and I didn't see them pee. We were watching them disrobe, and they did it in front of a fucking window. It was crazy.
Still bad. Listen, the pee.
Well,
the
I'll
disrobe-
just so you guys know, Dan Soder and Dave Smith and Lewis were there too.
Wow. You're throwing Danny Boy under
So
the
everybody
bus?
goes down. They were all there watching too. Everyone thought it was a great idea.
There's no way Dan watched.
None of them were 11.
Absolutely.
There's no way Dan watched for more than a second when I don't want to do this.
Maybe. He may have
No
been
way.
the first one to walk away because of his gay morals.
My little Danny Boy did not watch for more than a couple seconds and then got a hold of himself and went, this isn't my thing.
Oh, yeah. What, naked girls isn't his thing? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
No naked fat black women taking a piss.
You can't choose who goes to take a piss in that stall. It was the last of like 7 stalls. I'd open that stall myself, and I'd look at a window, and I'd go, I'll wait for the next stall. I'm not going to go in a full windowed stall. It was a crazy setup.
So anyways, so we got to the concert, and it was
A nice little walk.
it was a great walk.
A lot of time to think about what was about ready to happen.
It was a perfect walk because we didn't have to see the other bands. Perfect concert. Go in, we ate.
Oh, yeah. Milled around a little bit.
But here's the
Got
problem
merch.
too. We went in, we ate. Perfect. We got merch right away because merch Bob. I chilled out there. I got one hoodie. I didn't get myself
Great
one.
hoodie, though.
Well, that was what was funny. So you guys were in line to get merch, and I guess it just went really fast. And we saw you and Max talking, and I was like, oh no, I think they're having a. I didn't see you were putting a sweatshirt
goes,
on.
oh, no, they're
We
having
thought-
yet
we
another
th- We
talk.
thought you were having a talk, and we're like, oh no,
and you
they
were,
got
and you
merch,
were putting a hoodie
everything's
on
fine.
him.
No, I was
Yeah.
just trying to find out what hoodie you wanted.
No, you were putting it on.
You were putting it on,
him.
yeah.
Oh, put it on, yeah.
But I was like, but you guys were so close because you were putting it on. But we didn't see the shirt at first. We were like, oh no, they're having another thing. Is this family falling apart in front of us?
No, we had two things, but the things had to be straightened out.
Sure.
Because sometimes the kids can't shake it off.
Buddy,
Whatever happened between him and Dawn, and I had that talk with her today. I was like, listen, 11, you're doing all this shit that's boring to him. It's his summer vacation. You can't talk to him like he's me.
Oh.
You can't be like, Max, you got to talk to him like, listen, if he does something stupid, be like, hey, I don't like when you do that. You can't yell at him. You can't. He's going to a new neighborhood, new house, new school. I tell you what happened today, too. She called me up. She goes, 4 boys just came to the house. We're on a cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
There's a basketball hoop
Okay.
out front. 4 boys came to the house, rang the doorbell, and asked to play with Max.
Really?
Aw,
I'm so.
that's so sweet.
It almost teared me up. Like
Just so you know, Dawn called me and said they raped him.
What? They're his age. They're not rape. They're his
It
age.
doesn't matter.
It's not teenage boys that were.
Oh, yeah.
You can't rape another 11-year-old.
Want to bet?
Yes.
What do you want to put on that?
I'll put a lot. First of all, Nobody in that neighborhood's raping Max. If anybody's gonna rape his Max,
Max will do the
I'm not
raping.
saying this. No, you almost coming to say that. I'm not saying that.
No.
No, Max. I'm just saying Max.
Look out, upstate New York.
No.
Orphan
Max-
Bob's son, crazy Max the rapist.
Does Max play basketball?
He plays basketball like me.
But he can go like shoot around with
He
them.
can shoot around.
Were
Yeah,
these
but
white kids?
Yeah.
Oh, then everyone's fine to play.
Well, for these white kids, what do you think I moved for?
I want all my basketball games to be exclusively white people.
I wasn't crying. I wasn't crying because the kids came to play with Max. I was crying.
He goes, all 4 of them were white? Shut up.
Oh my God, we did it.
We can't believe this is a crazy neighborhood.
We made it.
Remember when we first moved to another place and Hispanic boys came up to fight Max the first day? Hey, we are your son's here. He's got to join or die.
Blood in, blood out, is it? So
we
yeah,
show up. We show up to the concert. We walk. We take our lovely walk.
We take the walk. It was a good walk. I liked it.
It was a lovely walk.
I mean, we lied to Kim. We told her it was like an 8-minute walk. It was more of a 25.
It was about a 20-minute walk.
20-minute. We lied the whole time. She came out, is it any further? We're like, just a minute. And then we got there.
Why don't you? Well, learn the city, bitch. You know where Madison Square Garden is. 34th.
We got in, got merch, went in.
No. You're jumping ahead now. You're already inside.
Wait, what happened?
Outside?
The whole big thing of outside. I mean,
Oh, you mean gorgeous?
shut up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. When we stopped, I was like, what are we stopping here for? And then when you're like, this is where it's happening.
Well, I just said no. I go. This is a good spot to meet up. I was like, because it's just like I could tell us about to go. It was 33rd and Broadway, or whatever.
Max said, "Is this where?" Max he goes, "Is this where we meet him?"
Yeah. So we were there for about 5 minutes before they got there.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Just standing there. I'm texting her where we're at and everything, and
Yeah.
and then Christine just goes, "There they are,"
I just thought, I was like, everybody's like looking.
over my shoulder, and they walked up together, and I was like, oh wow.
Famous. It was fucking weird. Your energy flopped. You look
It's
like
the first time I'm meeting anybody who's with my daughter.
you
It's
look like
crazy.
if Marilyn Manson came up. That's the type of energy that was happening.
Oh
you,
yeah, like, hey, nice to meet you.
You became cordial, jovial Jay.
Did you do your after the show handshake? Hey.
Oh,
Like you wanted it
No, I was
too
I was
friendly?
talked out of
You can't do two hands.
a 2-hand.
You're the father.
I went, yeah.
You went one hand, eye to eye, broke contact, failed, leaned in, and almost did a hug.
No,
You went like this.
no. End of the night one though.
Oh boy.
We were at a one of those.
Yeah, you had.
A half hug, pull in,
Yeah.
handshake.
And smelled his mouth.
And then I did smell his mouth, which he did find odd. No, so we see they walk up, and Isabella's all Slipknot concerted out. She's got on the wacky makeup and her contact lenses and all the shit.
We went in. First of all, I'm going to say this about this kid. Right away, great guy.
Sweetheart. Yeah,
Sweetheart.
very, very nice dude.
And you learned about him, right? Tell us some stuff about him.
What do you mean, did I learn?
What
Did you learn? You must have talked to him. It's your daughter's boyfriend. You must have had a little conversation
You
with
didn't
him.
question
Yeah,
it?
I mean, like,
I
what?
did. I know a lot about him. We had a brilliant conversation.
Oh, well, I was off.
Don't tell any of it.
I was off.
You must have learned of where he's from,
Sorry.
where his mom's
Isn't it-
from.
I just wanted to
what he
make sure
does for
everybody
work.
was having a good time, so I went and got all of the drinks for everybody. So it took a while for the lady to pour them all, I guess, while Bobby was falling in love.
Oh, I did this out front and before.
No way. Okay, I will say I was definitely outside
In awe.
in willing to go in any direction that wasn't like a direct. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I was definitely probably looking for like little like, okay, Bob, talking to Bobby now in the conversation. Like all of us were there.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, I'll talk to Bobby, and they're like, they're here next to us.
I
'Cause, like,
walked
didn't-
up.
Yeah, I didn't.
I
really
walked up
know.
and engaged him. I was like, "What's up, man?"
Will you marry me?
No.
Will you be my son?
Hey, you don't need this bitch. You come with me. Will you marry me?
I know what he does for work. I know where
he does for work.
Where was he born?
California. It was
No,
California.
He was not He was not born in California.
New York.
What? What? Where's he from? Where's his origins from? Where's his family from?
New York.
No.
But he went to school there with
Where
Isabella.
is his mom from? Where's his family from?
Oh, they're Southern.
What?
Nope. No, they're not.
No. Southern isn't Carmel with curly hair.
Oh, Dominican
Nope.
Republic. Puerto Rico. Florida. Florida?
No.
Oh, that's our Puerto Rico. Cuban?
No.
Cuba.
No.
All right, well, we're at a Hispanic place. Now
No,
you
you're
start going to
not.
the black
There's
places.
so many more Hispanic places.
Spanish Harlem.
No.
The kitchen at Caroline's.
No.
Okay.
You didn't talk to him at all?
I did talk to him.
Where he's from? Where he went to school? What he does for work? You
did
what
you talk to him
what
about?
position does he have?
I assume behind or on top. Why are you making me think of that?
Well, he's definitely not getting on top. He'll kill her. He's 8 feet tall, dude.
Well, I'd like to say if she's like her mom, she could take dick, but I'll never know if her mom could take dick.
Neither will Christine. Listen,
Yes.
he's from originally Panama.
Uh-uh.
Yes. What do you mean? Yes. Moved up to the Bronx.
Ooh.
Was born in the Bronx. Moved to California when he was around 6 or 7. And couldn't get a Panama song.
Panama. Oh, no. Panama by
Yeah, Panama.
Van Halen.
Let's start over.
My new son is from Panama.
He's from Panama.
It's getting a little bit hot tonight,
Yeah.
daughter's boyfriend.
Moved up to the Bronx, and that's where forever. It's only for his resume. It looks good on the resume for the things he's gonna do next. And what is he gonna do next? Who knows? But I'm looking. But right now, I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying some puss.
Okay.
And sorry.
He's gonna move in with your daughter.
Yeah, your daughter's going to Cali to live with the Panama.
Yeah.
She's coming over me. Real life shine.
What's that, huh? My
he
daughter's
from?
boyfriend is half black and half from Panama. Woo! Panama.
Woo! Where's he from?
Panama.
Yeah.
Half black
What
and
happened?
half from Panama. Ain't nothing like him.
A chocolate
6'5", a chocolate machine, and a pretty big wing. Hot shoes, boiling down the
avenue.
I batted around. I couldn't tell you what shoes he was wearing because I batted around for some reason. This made me feel as fake as I've seen my mom be around black friends. Is I was gonna go, oh, I should go over and look at his shoes and be like, guy's got a nice shoe game. And then I was like, I didn't do. I'm not gonna say it. I didn't say it. I didn't do it.
Good thing you didn't. It wasn't a great
He
shoe.
did have 6 shoes.
They were?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We don't know shoes.
what were they?
We don't know young people's shoes.
Wait,
Those are Rick Owens.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Big feet.
Big.
Of course.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
fucking
Big-
difference does that make,
Hey,
Jacob?
Just
Jacob.
asking, 'cause
Jacob.
it's-
Big everything.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Dude, when he shook my hand, his middle finger went up to my wrist.
Oh my
And like
God.
tickled my wrist like there. Yeah.
Such a big penis.
But in shape, not like, I mean, he hit everything, but that kid's in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in shape. Like when he gets something, he's in it. He's in
down.
it. Oh, dude,
He can
he's
throw
good.
down.
He can throw down, dude.
My daughter's boyfriend's half black and the other half is Panama.
Your grandkids,
Did we get to the quiet part yet? He goes, oh, it's getting a little bit hot tonight. I can barely see Slipknot from the heat coming off the road. He's back.
put
So,
my finger in. Sorry.
anything else, Bobby, that I need to know about this guy?
You did all the the dad asking
I'm just saying,
questions.
listen.
First thing he does right away, and this was sort of uncomfortable, but I'm glad he did it, though. Bobby did it right away. He goes, oh, come on, we got to get... And he just shoved the three of us, me, Isabel, her, into a picture. And everyone in the picture is just kind of like, okay. And Bobby's like, together, okay. Okay, there we go. That's the one he sent to you guys. so far. I'm like, well, I'm glad Bobby's a grandmother. He did do the right thing there, but it is.
But I needed to get because the Empire State Building was in the background, so I needed to get perspective.
I'm going to be
of
honest
how
with you.
big this kid really was.
That felt
Yeah.
like a racist joke when you said it out loud. That made me immediately uncomfortable. Maybe I think in that way that I'm like, that's not a good. Because Bobby goes,
you.
I swear he goes,
Now I get
wait,
it.
stand over there. He goes, I want to have the Empire State Building in the background. I go, what the fuck is that doing, Bobby? What are you doing?
He's from Panama. He's from Panama, dude. He's not.
Well, yeah, but he's half black, and the other half's from Panama. Oh,
And she got
I
a
can
little-
barely see my daughter because he got his arms wrapped around her. Woo! I'm gonna go get some water. Let you guys cool off while Bobby and his son stare at you awkwardly.
Your daughter from your house now. You'll never see her. She's in Cali.
I pay her rent so she can fuck a guy.
Job, and 3 years. He went up from low level entry position in 3 years. There's only 2 people above him.
Really?
And the people above him, he's like, I'm not really interested in those jobs. I'm kind of fine where I am now. Everybody's kind of. I go.
Did you really get all of this? I feel like you guys talked for 2 cumulative minutes.
No, time flew. Time flew. See, listen, time goes by faster for
When
you.
that kid weaves a tail, I mean, you just sit back and the clock disappears.
Dude, because I wanted to know about the kid because I knew you failed with your handshake.
You saw me at the handshaking I was done?
Yeah, you couldn't even look him in the eye for more than a second. Never mind have a
I
conversation.
texted Isabel. I go, did I do good dadding last night? And I'll be honest with you, she didn't answer.
She
you
didn't answer me either.
Yeah, because you did good buddying.
Did
You
I
guys
do
were-
good
you
dadding
guys were
last
pals.
night? It's
I-
delivered to her. Oh my God, you think she hasn't looked at her phone yet?
It might have
Because
been
they
busy.
haven't stopped. By the way,
She's in a bathtub right now soaking it. She's soaking her coochie in Epsom salt right now. She's like, that Panama.
Oh my God, guys! What if he hated all of us?
No, I'm telling you right. He
I don't
had a
think that
good
was
time.
the case.
Then why didn't she text us back?
I think he laughed a lot.
That's because she had an uncircumcised Panama thing her all night.
Panama.
She's been wrestling an anaconda all night.
Because he's using the phone that I paid for to call his family in Panama.
He's got this kid has got his shit together.
Yo, Mr. O, your daughter lets me use your Uber account. No, it's funny. I was getting them an Uber after the concert, and I didn't know. I was like, your address, Isabella? And she was like, yeah. And I was just like, what am I sending them back to? So frazzled by that?
know.
So so frazzled by that first I get a call. I sent him in the Uber, and I get a call 5 minutes later. Were you with me, Bobby, when this happened? You were, right?
Yeah.
And they go, hey, you sent us in an Uber to your house. And I went, oh, I'm all right. Yeah, I'll put your address in. I was like, what the fuck?
He's taking out all his
Unconscious
his
Jay didn't want
Slipknot
it.
his Slipknot aggression
man,
on your
that's-
daughter.
That constantly want to be aggressive.
Well,
So
when
we
we
spoke about walking in.
We went inside. I mean, flowed in, no problems. No, it was great. Ran in. We got
Very easy getting in. to our
got merch
seat.
quick. No big line. Then we got
Sold out show, too.
food. We got some food.
We went and got some food,
That-
got drinks for
then
everybody.
Then you failed again. I mean,
So here's where the night takes what could have been for days and days and weeks and maybe months of content and drops.
and this is where Jay is great, by the way. I'm not good at when things are happening. I get, I told you, I have first and sixth gear. Jay has these other gears he can go in. He's not afraid of people and situations. He'll go right in, right next to somebody and talk about them, and they won't even hear him.
You're wrong. You're wrong about not being afraid of it. I don't like confrontation at all. What I've just come to learn from doing this for so long is that most people in the world are in their own. They are not paying attention to you.
Right.
I'm very I'm always kind of people watching and taking. A lot of people don't do. You could tell if somebody's doing that. But there was a couple that was so drunk, right where we started, posted up to eat our food real quick. This couple, and it's a thing. This guy is a statue, and I mean a fat, sunburned face, long gray hair mess.
Yeah, definitely has an older pontoon boat on the lake somewhere.
Absolutely. But this guy was just sitting there. He just had a Slipknot concert. He's an older guy. what 50s, probably maybe like late
50.
50s. He was like an older 50
Yeah,
though.
has a couple old cars in his driveway that he's not really getting to, but someday he's going to get to, probably not.
And he's with a girl who definitely 20 years ago was probably hot. 25 years ago, probably hot, and about 10 years ago, probably still had a killer body, but it's all going away now. And her body was just like this weird fricasseed thing, and she she had tattoos up her like rib cage and stuff, and it was like just left of sexy because her voice was wretched, and she was going through every emotion possible with the guy, and I'm just narrating it.
She's Jackson.
As close as Black Lewis to me now.
She's Jacksonville hot. Like Jacksonville.
Right,
You know what I mean? That body, okay.
Voice, you know.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortably.
Yeah. Body okay no more, but right. She wasn't like it looked like this guy deals with this because he does think she looks pretty fucking good still. You know what I mean? If it makes sense. But while we're watching them, and I mean at a point, 6 people eating burgers in a semicircle, staring at them 5 feet away from them, she still proceeded to go through. She was crying at him, yelling in his face, hitting him, like slapping him a bunch, and then grabbing him and shaking him, and then laughing, and then hugging him, and then like kind of like falling on his chest and being like, "You big galoot thing." All of that while this guy just stood there straight faced the entire time, and once in a while he'd go, "What do you want me to do?" And she would just go through all of these things.
But Jay's commentating. You understand? I'm sitting there with Max. Max is so interested.
Loving this.
He's Jay. Loving every second. I'm like, hey, mind your business. Jay's commenting on the whole thing. He's going through it all. He's coming up to everybody.
If they just chose to, they could hear what I'm saying. For sure. Mm-hmm. I'm saying it so 6 people around me can hear it.
Yeah.
And we're really close. And I'm going like, oh, she's hitting them. And then she'll be like, my friend died and you don't even care. I go, oh, so she's upset about the friend dying. And this guy just does not seem like a hyper emotional dude. I'm just narrating the whole thing for them. We're having a ball. Then they take off down a hallway that is an elevator bank that dead ends into a glass like window
with a bench.
And they go down there for a while. So everyone's like, well, this party's over. They're down there arguing. Like, no, they're oblivious. We walked halfway down that aisle.
When he says
again,
he says me and Max.
Me and Max. And Christine, at points, walked halfway down that thing, and I just leaned against the wall. 10 feet, 15 feet from them maybe, just so we can listen to them. And then, by the way, we started a trend. Other people were going in there looking for, people who worked there that were looking to go in the elevators would like go to push the elevator button and they would be like, what's this? And I go, oh, it's great. And I would just give them the full rundown at full volume. They're fighting because I think a friend of hers died and he's not showing enough emotion. But I think this guy is not very emotional, but she's very emotional.
A foot away from them.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Max are feet away from him. He's telling everybody what's happening to these people.
That's great.
And then Christine would pop in. And then so we come back out for a while. We go back. We come back out. Bobby popped in for a few minutes, and Bobby was like, I don't know how you do it, dude. But Bobby's in for like it's funny, we're a good team, Bobby, because like where I stop, sometimes you'll go and vice versa. Because this next one was not in my wheelhouse of comfort at all. I said, Bobby.
I have first and sixth gear.
Yeah, first and sixth gear. Bobby didn't even want to get involved in watching these people at all. But when I laid down the idea that, Bobby, go at the end of this hallway and sit next to them on the couch, on the bench, like sit next to the girl on the bench and see if they just keep. I bet they just keep fighting, or going through whatever they're going through.
But you said I'm going to videotape it.
I go, I'm going to video it. So I start videoing, and Bobby walks down that hallway and sits right down on the thing, and it's like a Mr. Bean. He's like, like looking at a paper and everything to be like sitting down, whatever he's sitting down for. They go from arguing to engaging with Bobby a little bit. I think the guy may have high-fived him. Now I move in. Now it's what's going on. Once they're all being nice and they're loose and going, Bobby, I come in with the camera against my chest, and I walk in and I'm like, Bobby, what the hell? I mean, the show's here. I bought these tickets, and you're like, I just started a fight with Bobby, and Bobby's like, okay, I'm coming. He starts faltering too. He's like, I'm sorry. I go, no, sorry's not a thing. If okay, shut up when I'm talking to. Which, by she said to this guy 1,000 times, shut up when I'm talking. I go, shut up when I'm talking, Bobby, and we walk out of there, and Bobby's like, I'm sorry. I go, sorry means nothing here. Sorry, guys. So I think we acknowledged something about it. I'm like, I know this is Argument Alley, so we had to take it here too.
It was a perfect sketch.
We walk out there, and I'm laughing so hard, and I pull the phone away from my chest and hit stop recording. Only when I hit stop recording, what I realize is that it starts recording because I recorded none of it. Not once. All the recording is me going. You just see the video as Bobby walking and me going, oh no. That's the video. All we have. Oh no.
You're not an
And it
influencer.
was. I'm not an influencer, man. We need camera work at all times. That was such a funny thing we would have had. We got minutes. You'd hear the couple's voices. You heard how much louder she was and how much this guy was like, all right, man. All right. And she's like, why? My friend is dead. Somewhere in the midst, they're like, should we still go to Slipknot? He's like, yeah, let's go to Slipknot still. I don't know if I'm going to freak out since my friend just died and you don't seem to care. Well, let's just go see how it is.
Jay walked up and was full character, starts yelling at me. I pick up on it right away. I felt like I was in Al and the Monkeys again. I mean, our improv was it was awesome.
It was good.
I went back. He came back at me. He had the camera right
We
there.
incorporated them. I was giving them I'm sorry. This isn't your guys' problem. We're it's Argument Alley.
And as soon as he comes back, he goes, got it. Boom, hits it. You hear beep. You hear the little click, click.
We've all been there.
No,
They
I
don't
haven't.
make it.
You know who hasn't
well,
been there?
The start
me and
camera
Paco
does not work well.
Me and Paco have
Paco's
never been
been
there.
there.
We're influencers.
It's not definitive enough.
You're not definitive enough.
Don't blame yourself.
Bobby went. I got so worked up, and I went out and I pushed that button. I know I pushed that button, man.
I bet you did.
Award winning.
I probably just did like a 2-tap, and it starts going, and then turns right off because it's reading both. I don't know what happened, but it went so bad. I don't know why I'm giving excuses to Paco. Like Paco, cameras and things. Everything went crazy. I was so scared back there.
Look how great.
And you were nowhere.
This is when Jay went down. Max is down the hallway with this couple.
And Christine's still there kicking it.
Christine and Max are down there. Jay had just come back. He was right next to him. And this is my video because I am a content creator. Is that what they call me now?
Can we at least say that I'm looking pretty slim in that picture?
You look, dude, you look crazy.
I told
slim.
Max, I go, pretend like you're talking to me.
Her friend killed himself, and he's not being very sensitive about that, and he meant something to her. Sure, she still came to the Slipknot show and got obliterated, drunk, and creating a major problem, and oblivious to the world around her. But this is him. This one's on him.
You thought it was her, but it's not him.
She's batshit. But this guy is emotionless. I mean, a doorknob. Get closer. She's covering his mouth and going, shut up!
Yeah, she's covering his mouth because every time he tries to say something, she wants to talk. Jay goes right back down the hallway.
By the way, so,
Jay's
by the way, that's what I do. I go back down the hallway and I just point at things that aren't happening.
You're pointing.
I walk down the hallway and just look up a bunch and I go, is this not? Oh, okay, that's right. I'm talking to the guy and he's like, oh yeah, that light that's actually my job. I go. He goes, that bald guy right there worked there, and he just goes, "This is great, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah. You just got to point at things." And he goes, "Oh, that light's actually out," which it is. He goes, "I actually have to fix that." Hey, thank you for that.
Now, if we only had
Look at this. We're all staring. We're in a hallway, and the only people in there are 6 people staring at them, and that's how oblivious these people
Yeah,
are.
Bobby's filming. Isabel and her boyfriend are also watching from behind the camera.
This, if we had your part, it would have been a complete scene.
It'll be one of my greatest regrets.
You could have gave that video to Gil.
I was telling
Oh,
Bobby.
Gil would have loved this memory.
They sent Bobby to go sit on the bench, and I was like, Bobby, don't do it. Bobby, stop. Don't.
Yeah.
And he just went and just masterfully.
Six
did.
gear
Bobby-
summer, baby.
I
Fucking
mean,
6-gear summer, dude.
6-gear summer.
It's Bobby goes, that's it. He was like, I don't want to get involved in this at all. And I go, Bobby, why don't you get too involved? He's like, I'll do that. Bobby, how about you go out there and get crazy involved? All right. Now we're talking turkey.
Then we went into the con. I mean, we had these were unbelievable. Standing room only. Oh, what a general admission.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous because you could see people winding up. But I'm as soon as I knew I was with Jay's daughter's boyfriend, I felt
Okay,
safer.
I was also making you feel safe, I
Not
think.
really.
Okay.
No, you were smoking and holding a drink.
I was. I had a lot of drinks and cigarettes.
He really having him near us at this, because Jay was having a good time. Jay was silly. And look, I know, Jay, you got my back, or anything happens, he's there. Or if anything happens to Max, I'd have to be like,
Well,
Jay.
also, a couple times on the show, I like position Max to be in place. I'm like, come here, because these guys
Yeah.
are kind of barreling through
Yeah,
here.
that 100%. But he was more stoic.
Yeah.
Like his energy was,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, tip of the spear. You know what I mean? Like there's guys in the army, but then there's the tip of the spear energy. Jay had, army energy. Like,
Yeah. Just here to fuck the
Like-
locals.
he had Bill, he had Bill Murray and Stripes energy.
No, I'll tell you what, it was interesting to watch. So I said a couple things. Now we go on to the concert. I want to know what Max's experience with it was afterwards. But during it, just say what mine was with the show and the distractions, because I didn't know. We kept saying what was the speculation on their level of affection. Do you know what I mean? They would show.
When you left,
Anna, stop.
I have
There's
a photo.
there's no left.
I have photos.
There's no left.
You-
Until, this is before I left, I'm saying.
Oh, before you left. When you did left, there was affection immediately.
There was affection the whole time. You may have not been looking the whole
There was
time.
way more affection when you left.
What does that mean?
That means that they got snuggly wuggly.
That's fine.
No,
Snuggly
it's
Wuggly
fine.
thing-
No, it's fine.
Did they make out?
Did they make out?
No, because your daughter's lipstick is literally a makeout alarm.
It was.
The way you, anybody who makes out with your daughter, it looks like they were murdered.
Yeah, or they were sucking someone's asshole.
She had Slipknot makeup on.
Just something to make up on,
Yeah,
for sure.
she had lipstick that was.
It was Slipknot night.
Yeah, you cannot.
sure.
You cannot redo that quickly.
No, that's not how she shows up at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, even though we wouldn't have saw it on him, but
Did you guys make out, or you just wash off the middle of your makeup?
but when you guys,
No, when we were there, Bob, I'm telling you, I watched it all night. It was like very quickly. It was like his arm around her, like she was, back to his chest, and his arm like around, like under her like neck, basically.
he was
And
protecting her.
like that a bunch, and then the two arms over like her, while she was in front of him, and then at one point, side like her, like arm over her.
Your baby girl
And
is
then
a new
she,
protector.
and then she
Protected, yeah.
holding around his waist.
Yeah.
And there was a few, like I said, with Max and everybody. Actually, I just happened to be in the position like closest to the pit area. So when people would kind of come through, you just kind of like hands out or whatever.
I would just say this.
But I saw him do that a few times, like turn her away from like a thing and put his arm out and stuff. And you look at that thing like, what? She doesn't need me to stop man from hurting her.
Jay,
He'll
Jay.
take it. He'll take it from here.
Jay, hey Jay, none of us needed you last night.
No.
I'll tell you one
We
thing.
had him.
There was a guy. There was
What?
there was some oof in front that kept backing up, literally standing a half an inch away from
It was
Christine's face. And
bizarrely
Jay,
unnecessary.
This is what Jay. Now that if that was the boyfriend, he would have pushed him away. Jay went like this. This guy. Look at this guy.
No.
He went. Look at this guy.
Christine?
No, that
I
Jacob,
I put a hand on his back at one point and pushed him forward, and then he moved over. And then I said,
And he said,
"This
yeah.
guy's out of it, so let's just get in front of him." But I absolutely put hands on that guy, Bobby. Don't you tell fibs.
I would say this. You lightly put hands on him, and then you said,
well, I was gonna
Then you-
shove him out of the way. He was like dopily just stumbling
Yeah.
back.
Then you went
So
like
you're
this.
like, buddy.
Then you went like this. Let's just go around the front. Hey, you know what, Christine? Why don't we just move around?
Let's
front?
avoid the problem and just take it around the block. There's got to be a place where we're accepted.
Christine, let's just stay in first gear on this one because I don't think 6 gears needed.
Yes.
Oh, dude, we all went in front of that oof.
But yeah, they were so cute together.
Oh
That was
my
the one.
God.
That was the thing I texted her this morning. I was like, "You guys are too cute."
You have
I'm
to
like,
send when you guys went to get water. I took a photo of them. I sent it to you, right? Yeah.
No, it was a video.
Let me tell you, as soon as you
It's a video.
it's one of those photo videos because when you hold it
got a
down,
play
it's
button on
called the live video.
Gotcha.
It's a live photo on iPhone. But as soon as you left, man, did they get cozy? In the video you can see him smiling, so happy, and he had his arms around her. And your daughter's tall. How tall is your daughter?
6 foot.
He was towering over her.
6'5".
Yeah, man.
At
He
least.
was all
He was at least 6'5".
All a
He's
bit of
6'5", and I think she's 5'11", because he was a decent amount taller.
I mean, he's gonna be 6'7" with that
He's-
afro
if
too.
He's 6'5", you're
He had
5'9".
beautiful hair.
I mean, dude, he had soul glow.
Oh, and then I saw, by the way, so at one point I noticed he's so tall when he was leaning over to chin on my daughter's shoulder. I noticed he had like little like devil horn things in his hair, and I was like, are those like implants? Like, you know, people get like
Yeah, that's what he did.
the piercing implants, and he was like, what? And he goes, what? No. And then Isabella was like, no, that's just hair clips I put jokingly in his hair earlier. He goes, oh, they're still in there, and like she was like taking them out for him, and I was like, why did I even bring this up? She was like, hold your face still, and dude,
What an adorable guy. There it is. As soon as you left.
that's a video, by the
It
way.
is a video.
It's
It's not
a-
a live photo.
They were being si-
You can hit play on it. Yeah, it's got a
a play
play button
button.
across the front of it.
they were being silly at home.
I look how cute. But did you see? Push the button and watch her smile. Watch the little smile that comes on her face. How happy she is. Ready? Right there. Right at the end. Oh. I'm happy.
We were leaving, and I was like, they're in love.
I mean, no,
Well, she may have just ran off out of the country. She's not answering my text about.
You know where she is?
She just texted me.
where is she?
What'd she say? Why won't she say if I did good dadding?
Because they went to Panama.
Dad, I'm in Panama. We're bringing its family over to Yuba.
The concert, all of a sudden, when that thing started, and it got it's like a creepy beginning, kind of really cool.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
That's
great
the
actually
beginning
opening.
of
They do.
the-
They play
It's
that.
The Shining.
Yes, the Come Play With Us.
Do they play it? So it's just the what do they call the Grady twins, and it's just them saying like, "Come play with us." It's awesome.
It was, but they played the song. What was the song they played before that? The
Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver, which is
Is this
No,
already-
this just picks up at
Yeah.
the track that's the numbers.
yeah,
So you
really
don't hear
great
them come play
opening
with
to a
us.
show.
Oh, this isn't even the part with the Grady twins.
No. I just
Yeah, it's
played
pretty
it.
neat. Like the lights, just like some of like the Slipknot symbols light up, and it just keeps going. Come play with. It's like a tinker sounding ding ding ding.
But I think I think once that Max got hypnotized by that mosh pit.
Well, I think just when it starts, go to the beginning of it when they start the song from when they walk out. It's really an intense. It's like it gets loud immediately, and it gets everyone just goes as soon as the song, because their songs don't have like a build up. It just starts like kicking when they start doing the like the bass drum. The drummer, I saw he was loving the drummer, Max.
He was staring at the drummer the
He
whole
was
time.
watching Max watch a show. Like you just saw, like he was like in awe.
Yeah, it's like taking it in more than even like he wasn't in the moment, like jumping and because he doesn't know the songs. I said same when I saw Manson. He was just like.
There was a couple times
like,
where he
"You're
started
enjoying-"
banging his head.
And there's so
when
many
he-
people performing.
He goes, Corey Taylor goes, I want you to put your middle fingers in the air. And Max looked back at Bobby, and Bobby went, thumbs up. He just gave him a thumbs up. And Max was so happy.
I got that photo. It's such a great photo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got
He
it.
just looked back at Bobby, and Bobby goes, now's the time. This dude was such a great, he's like, this is amazing to do this.
But so halfway through the concert, maybe a little more than half, he was staring at that mosh pit. He kept looking over at it. And then he goes, Dad, I'm going to do it.
He will one day.
No, I went, go ahead. And he went, what? I go, go. Go do it, dude. Go do it.
But they won't hurt him.
He goes, really? I go, yeah, go. You want to go mosh? Go ahead, dude. Do your thing. And he went, not this time.
Did you see kids in there? Wait, I'm telling you, if anybody fall, it's like pretty quick what they do. They're genuinely not, there's always an asshole. You could be anywhere.
I picked everybody up. He
But
told,
those things are like,
everybody up.
but those ones, and a group of people, like a group of people almost like get around the person who falls to not get him stomped, and then they pull him up quick.
Yeah. At one point, there were like 4 people on the ground, and immediately they were all
Everything just
helped up.
stops. Yeah.
No, they were picking everybody up, and Max actually, he goes, Dad, when they fall, people pick each other up. But I just said, fuck it, go.
He said to me he was gonna go.
He will.
3 years, Max. I go 3 more years.
Yeah,
You
he
get
will.
in there.
And he'll have a blast when he does.
Well, I didn't. If he
It was
went
never
in-
my thing.
I felt very safe last night. Not at all. Even when it was so weird how the mosh pit comes to that little edge, but someone
makes
at
a
the
border.
edge, it makes a weird, just natural border. And those people were dancing and didn't do any mosh stuff, and nobody fucked with them.
No, sometimes they come like just out of control towards you, but they're fine if you kind of just see it and like shove them back in. No one's like what's up, dude? You know, that's the idea is they want
That
to get banged
border's
around.
there to like
push them
people
back in. That's the
into
idea.
hole.
Yeah, there was Max.
Fight Club.
Max goes, Dad, there's a guy dressed in a chef suit. It was just a guy dressed like a chef.
Yeah, Max with amigos goes, these people are crazy.
Yeah.
But it was almost like I told you, correct, right? I go, you have an arm's length around you, even like if you don't want to like be shoulder to shoulder, you don't have to be in those general admissions. You just stand off to the side a little bit. We're still what would be the equivalent of third row if we got seats. So it's like crazy where we were at.
It was crazy seats. It was such a good band, and I love the fact I love rock and roll with DJs, man. The two DJs and the two drummers on the side add so much movement to the show. You can watch something happening at all times.
It's what they call the one sound effects completely in the tracks, probably the one on the left, and then the right is an original member, Sid Wilson. He's awesome. He's married to Kelly Osbourne, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter.
No shit.
And he's a crazy looking dude under that mask.
Is he
he's
really?
he's like one of those like heavily faced. Corey Taylor is like pretty regular looking guy under that mask, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
Craziest neck I've ever seen.
the thickest neck in the world.
One of the drummers, the side drummers, is getting a little fat, and I felt bad that he had to put a jumpsuit on.
Well, they all wear jumpsuits.
Yeah,
That's
no,
the whole thing.
but he's fat. Like, you know, he got older and chubby and probably a few kids. And it's like, fuck, I got to put this jumpsuit on.
He's an odd looking dude.
That's
He
him.
goes out with the masks. She's all dressed up.
God, I want one of those hats so bad. That weird fucking stupid LA cowboy hat. What is that called? Where they light it on fire and then shit on it and put a playing card on it.
Fedora?
I don't know. I think it's. I don't know what that is.
Stetson?
Got one of those.
I didn't get one of those. I got a cowboy. I got a weird. I should have went all balls out and got it. But all in all, dude, that concert was quick, not too long. You
Yeah,
know, there's
it was actually. I
An
thought
hour
it went
eight,
very
'cause
quick.
They just
Yeah,
played the album.
they played in one album. Yeah,
the lead singer's fucking great.
And get-
Really
I said
cool.
one thing about them. It's a
It was a
very
1 hour concert.
hour and 8 minutes they played, but because they just did an album, one album straight through. It's an anniversary tour of an album.
Oh, okay.
So they went. Yeah, it's Corey Taylor.
His neck.
His neck's crazy,
Damn.
but it's so funny. But I mean, they put that stuff on and just like they perform. So I always say that's the difference between Fred Durst. Like Fred Durst kind of is like by the way, he's having fun. Fred Durst. And he's not having fun, but he's just like not putting much oomph into the show itself. Like these guys come out. I mean, that lead singer is like in it. He's like emotional about the songs.
Yeah, he
like.
sits on the stairs and starts thinking. It looks like he's in deep thought. I like that performance.
And he's always
shit.
like foot up on the monitor, like over the
Yeah,
crowd. It's like intense.
He was into every song, every second of it. Everybody else was into it. The drummer's
That's how it should
insane.
be.
He's great.
Everybody performs their ass off. There's 9 of them, and everybody's like
Everybody's into
rocking out like it's the first time they played the song. I said Korn's like that too. You watch Korn perform, and it's like they just wrote the music. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like I love Limp Bizkit. It was great, but if he's not doing it, I'm not doing it. I'm too insecure at a concert to dance. I need you to do it for me to get into it. You know, because I feel weird. Like, put your hands up. If you don't do it, I'm gonna be like, yeah. I don't know. Do I do devils or hang loose?
It's a.
I'm not a big put my hands.
It's a
up person.
dealer's choice. I tell you what, it's a dealer's choice of the day when I go to concerts. Sometimes I'll do all the hand stuff. Sometimes I'll do zero hand stuff.
I got to look around to see what hand stuff is up before I make my choice.
Clapping,
I'll do this.
clapping after songs feels silly sometimes, especially with this kind of music. When the song's over, and you're like, but it is kind of what you do.
To
It's like
clap and scream.
Well, I did it. Lou taught me how to woo. I did a couple good woos last night. I had one bad woo. I went woo.
oh god,
Yeah, and Max actually turned around and went ugh. Woo!
that was the first time. That was the first time my daughter's boyfriend let go of her. It's like, whoa, must be getting weird. In
But
here.
I did the hang loose by accident. I got my hand. Because it's devil. What is it? It's devil's this, and then there's what's the
Hang loose.
I did hang loose at one point.
or rip it.
Can you not put your finger down?
What, this one?
Your ring finger?
What do you mean?
You're having a hard time putting your ring finger down.
Why are you so far?
You were doing this.
Oh, was I that?
Yeah, that's the shocker.
That's my.
But that's two. That's
just
actually
always
wrong
wanna
though.
do
That's
the
two in the
shocker.
stink, one in the pink. I know we have to take a break, but I will say we'll probably talk more. We have a guest Brenda Sagalow coming in here.
Last
What a great
night's
show!
success.
Amazing show.
Yeah, Max
Daughter's
had the
boyfriend was a sweet, heart of a kid, man.
Huge,
I really
huge guy.
Very
He was
very
very-
sweet
Huge
with her.
personality, big person, great
Well, he
kid.
has a huge personality.
He's got
but
a
he was
great
very
career
sweet.
right now. He's killing it. He's got a great career ahead of him. And, the stuff that he's told me that he's gotten plans for his future and for your daughter. Your
He
daughter.
told you he has plans for her?
Oh, yeah. You didn't talk to him at all, did you?
I guess not. I was too busy.
Jay made jokes.
I was too busy. I was too busy eavesdropping and not filming you.
Hey, you got devil horns? Why don't you ask him what he's doing for work, asshole?
Hey, do you have head implants? That was my second question to him.
I didn't realize Jay found out absolutely nothing about him.
Absolutely nothing. I had to be the man last night.
Well, it's so funny. He kept refusing like drinks, and so I'd be like, "You want something to drink?" No, no, no. And then finally, when you were getting the burgers, we were like, "You don't want a burger?" And he's like, "Okay, I'll get a burger."
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, get a burger." He's
We
like,
were like,
"Okay."
"Get a burger."
Yeah.